Okay, so there's a bunch of videos out there on how to replace the camshaft position sensor, and about the first thing that you'll find is that they tell you to remove the entire inner fender liner or wheel well liner, whatever they're called. Anyway, that I don't think you really have to do, because it turns out if you lift it by one of the control arm points, like shown here, not by right by the wheel, but rather by where it connects to the where the control arm connects to the chassis, then the entire suspension drops. And when the suspension drops, the upper control arm drops as well, and that will give you some access to where the sensor is. And I don't know if you can see it very well, but the sensor is, it's tricky to see. I'll have to edit this out, I'm sure. It's mission impossible to get this without. There it is. Okay, that sensor, I already took the connector off the sensor. I already took the sensor out and I put it back in. It has a hell of a time trying to zoom in on the thing. Anyway, it's absolutely key that you lift by the static points of the control arms. That way the suspension drops down and it provides you enough access over the top of the control arm, like that, where you can see my arm over the top of the control arm. If you do that, it becomes far more manageable to do this without removing the entire wheel well liner. And what also helps is if you drop a light on top or nearby. I got a light right now stuck to the upper control arm, but that's not particularly ideal. I'll also list the part numbers for all these darn things. There's 3 of these sensors on, 2 for the camshafts and 1 for the crankshaft. This is on the crankshaft. The crankshaft one sticks in the bell housing, and this is a manual transmission. And in the bell housing, it doesn't have the rubber O-ring around it because it's dry. There's no oil or anything in there. The camshaft sensors on top of the engine, however, do have O-rings on them, because obviously they stick right by where the camshaft is, and that's oiled, obviously. So